The Opera House and Harbour Bridge will always be Sydney's architectural megastars. However, some of the planned additions to the city's skyline over the next decade will be doing their darndest to steal some of the limelight from those two Aussie icons. Sydney is undergoing a boom in urban development right now, with a number of impressive skyscrapers either already under construction or in their final approval stages. We've picked a selection of the most striking towers set to become a familiar sight to the Sydneysiders of tomorrow. Number 1. Central Place. The area between Chippendale and Central Station is set to undergo a radical transformation in the next few years. This technology and innovation hub fit for the 21st century will span more than 24 hectares of Sydney and feature a series of major towers overlooking Prince Alfred Park. One of the crown jewels of this new tech precinct will be a $25 billion twin tower adjacent to Central Station at the junction of Lee Street and George Street. It'll have 39 levels, offering in excess of 150,000 square meters of commercial space. The building will feature cutting-edge design, including a number of ecological advances that will allow Central Place to run 100% on renewable energy. Number 2. Atlassian Tower. Reaching a height of 180 meters. This striking tower will be the world's tallest hybrid timber structure once completed. The $1 billion building, located next door to Central Station within the city's new technology precinct, will also feature numerous indoor gardens on every floor as well as planted outdoor terraces on the roof. It will have impeccable green credentials, with renewable energy production, natural ventilation technology, and other innovations ensuring. Number 3. 55 Pitt Street. This 232-meter tower at the Circular Quay end of Pitt Street will be one of the most dominant structures of Sydney's future skyline. The $1 billion skyscraper will feature more than 60,000 square meters of retail and commercial office space. It will replace a 9-story building and eventually span 3 addresses. One of its most distinctive features will be its rooftop garden, set to be one of the highest green spaces in the city once complete. Number 4. 338 Pitt Street will be one of the Sydney's tallest residential buildings, overlooking Hyde Park and its beautiful Art Deco War Memorial. This pair of towers, connected via a sky bridge, featuring 592 apartments spread across 80 stories. The building's footprint will in fact be spread across sites, linking Liverpool, Castlereagh, and Pitt Street addresses. It will also house a 158-room hotel, a large shopping mall, and 5 levels of basement parking for both public and private use. Number 5. 1 Sydney Harbour. One of the last major components of the multi-billion-dollar redevelopment of Barangaroo. This trio of skyscrapers adjacent to the city's tallest building, the Crown Tower, will feature some of the ritziest private residences anywhere in Sydney. The complex will comprise a 30-story tower with 210 apartments, a 60-story tower with 297 apartments, and a 72-story tower with 327 apartments, all boasting stunning views of either Darling Harbour or Sydney Cove. The $4 billion development is due to be completed by mid-2024. Number 6. 505 George Street. Rising from the site of the much-loved George Street Event Cinema, this sleek, 81-story, $1 billion tower will be Sydney's tallest residential building when complete. In addition to more than 51,000 square meters of residential space, there will also be a large retail presence in the tower, including a cinema to replace the multiplex that was a stalwart of George Street for decades. Given its central CBD location and the logistical challenges this creates, construction is expected to take at least 5 years. Number 7. Quay Quarter. This 200-meter-tall, 50-story tower will overlook the docks of Circular Quay and Bennelong Point. Its quirky design features 5 distinct glazed boxes, stacked at angles to maximize its picturesque location and capture the most natural light. Located at 50 Bridge Street, The huge development covers a footprint of 2 city blocks, approximately 11,000 square meters, while its towering facade has been designed to be a striking presence when viewed from afar. Its base features an intimate network of shopping malls and laneways, creating a new dining, retail, and residential precinct in one of the most desirable neighborhoods in the city. Number 8. Cockle Bay Wharf. A major redevelopment of Cockle Bay Wharf is the final phase of this multi. At its heart will be a 40-story tower overlooking Piermont Bridge, atop a 900 square meter complex of retail and hospitality spaces. All the existing buildings in the Cockle Bay Wharf area will be demolished to make way for this development.